You may not be spending extravagantly. You're buying the same groceries, paying the same bills, following the same routines, but somehow your money isn't stretching like it used to. Grocery bills have increased, utilities, insurance, household services, and everyday necessities can take a larger portion of your budget. So instead of you feeling like your budget isn't working for you anymore, I'm about to offer you some practical ways on how to maintain your household when prices are steadily going up. Hey, ladies, welcome to Her Faith, Her Finances. It's Coach Kim, and right here is where you grow in faith, steward your money wisely, and pursue financial freedom God's way. When your faith leads your finances, then your stewardship has purpose. Let's steward well. One of the biggest mistakes that we can make is continuing to build our budget around what things used to cost. What I want you to do is go back and revisit the last 60 to 90 days of actual household spending. Look specifically at your groceries, your gas, transportation, your utilities like electricity, gas, and water, insurance, household supplies, dining out, subscriptions, personal care, child related expenses. If your groceries used to cost $500 per month, but you're consistently spending $650 a month now, to budget $500 doesn't save you $150. It simply creates a budget that no longer reflects your current grocery expenses for your household. So here's the first action step I want you to take. Is create a new household baseline based on your current expenses. And from there, I want you to divide your expenses up into three categories: your must pay, your can adjust, and then your can pause. That is your must pay, your can adjust, and your can pause. So some examples of your must pay is your housing, utilities, basic groceries, transportation, insurance, your minimum debt obligations. For the can adjust, that will be your groceries, phone plans, internet, entertainment, dining out, personal care. And then your can pause is unused subscriptions, those memberships that you're not taking advantage of, frequent convenience purchases, and then the unnecessary upgrades. So the key is don't start randomly cutting everything. Determine what needs protecting first, what goes under that must pay category. Biblical stewardship includes planning and prioritizing, not just simply you spending less. All right. So, from you dividing into three categories: your must pay, your can adjust, and your can pause. Then you can move over into finding where you can lower the cost of the household that you already have. Instead of immediately eliminating everything, I want you to ask, can I get this same necessity for less? So some examples is: one, reshop your home and auto insurance or your renter's insurance. I know that is something that I recently have done, and it's actually saving me $60 a month. Number two is review your cell phone plans. Is there a plan that is a lower tier that will get you the same services that you need? Number three is negotiate or change your internet packages. Check around, see who's running a deal, or call your existing. First, start with your existing company and see if there's a plan that can fit your budget. Number four is compare grocery stores. I know for me, that is a game for myself. That's something that I've been practicing, and I've shared my testimony before. I actually go to 3 to 4 grocery stores because I am finding the best bang for my buck. Number five is use store rewards strategically. For me, my go to apps are Kroger. I shop on Friday, you get 4 times the points, as well as Publix. So I make sure I check those two places, find out what's on sale, and I build my shopping around the two. Number six, buy household staples in bulk when the math makes sense. I know for me being single in the household by myself, I'm considering purchasing things in bulk, like paper towels and toilet paper, because I feel like I go through that so much. And if you are a family of two or more, I'm pretty sure you go through it just as fast. So look at some of those things that you can buy in bulk. Number seven is review your energy usage. Are you keeping lights on in a room that you are not inhabiting? Are there things running in the background that you can possibly unplug? Number eight is cancel duplicate services. Now, I know we like all other TV subscriptions. I understand, but right now we are adjusting our budget to the inflation of costs. So, what you can do is choose one or two of your favorite TV apps, and then the other ones put on pause for right now until we get to a stable point where you can, if you desire to, go back and pick up those TV apps. But you really can do without all four of them. Just choose two. And then last but not least is check recurring charges. Those things that are automatically coming out of your account, go back and look at your bank statement. Make sure that they have not increased. Also, this gives you the opportunity to make sure there's nothing coming out of your account that you previously thought you canceled, but is still taking money out of your account. So here is the challenge for this one, is that I want you to choose 3 household bills this month and research how you can lower them. You see, these smaller reactions can create meaningful monthly breathing room, and nobody likes financial stress. This next one is something I know that we are all dealing with. We need to give groceries their own strategy. Okay? Groceries alone need their own strategy because it's one of the easiest places for our budget to quietly expand. So instead of simply saying, I need to spend less at the grocery store, how about creating a strategy? So here's some things that I put into practice that has helped me save money, and I know it will help you as well. The first thing is meal planning before shopping. Think about what you're going to cook for the next week or two. And then as you're meal planning, shop what you already have in your pantries. Build your meals around what's already in the freezer. And then once you start to build what you are around what you already have, you can create the specific grocery list that you'll need in order to complete those meals that you plan on preparing for the next week or two. This helps you to limit those midweek grocery trips that can be kind of costly, right? Right. Because you're going into the store for one thing and then you come out with more than you expected. And then here's one thing I like to do is compare unit prices. This is what this look like. So if you're going to the grocery store and you find, let's take spaghetti sauce as an example. If the larger jar of spaghetti sauce is on sale and it's less than the smaller jar, go ahead and grab that larger jar. What you can do is, if you're planning to make spaghetti that week, is use half of the jar of spaghetti sauce and save the remainder, put it in your fridge and store it for the next time that you plan to make spaghetti. That way you don't have to worry about putting that back on your grocery list. And here's another way. Plan some inexpensive meals around the higher cost meals. So it's okay to have the higher cost meals throughout the week, but build some inexpensive meals like maybe pizza and salad, frozen pizza and salad, or hamburger helper. You can make that from scratch. So that way you don't have to worry about spending so much to make 2 to 3 to 4 meals throughout the week, you can add in some of those inexpensive meals. Because sometimes those $20 grocery runs during the midweek, you turn out spending $57 because you have walked into the store without no plan. And that's easy to do, right? Especially when you see the buy one, get one free. So trust me, preparation can help reduce waste. Not only waste in money, but also waste in food. Now, sis, I have already taken care of this for you. Inside of the Good Steward budget journal, as well as I have the Radiant digital planner that's right at your fingertips and ready to print. They're available on my website. And I have the grocery planner, which I use quite often. This is the grocery planner. And from there, this is the grocery list. So I have it already prepped for you. So check it out on my website. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. Now, one thing that I have found so important as the prices increase is that you need to create a household inflation cushion. So instead of budgeting every dollar so tightly, that one higher bill that can happen will throw everything off. So begin building a small monthly cushion. Um, if possible, work your budget to where you're leaving $50 to $100 uncommitted in the monthly budget. So what that does is that it absorbs a higher utility bill or an expensive grocery week, increased gas, a household necessity, an unexpected expense. And if $100 isn't realistic, hey, start with something. Start with $20, $25. Just build that cushion. The goal isn't the amount. The goal is creating some space between your income and your obligations. So I don't want you to let rising prices automatically become debt. Don't let the rising prices automatically become rising debt. This is especially important because when expenses increase, your credit cards can quietly become the household inflation fund. It starts with a $40 shortage, and that becomes a credit card charge, and then another $75, and then groceries, and then gas. And before you start using debt to cover expenses, I want you to ask yourself, is this truly an emergency? Do I really need to use my credit card to cover this expense? Or is my budget telling me something needs to change? If your normal household expenses consistently require credit, it may be time to, one, rework your budget. Number two, look at reducing another category. Number three, temporarily slow another financial goal. And then number four, explore increasing your household income, possibly taking on a side gig or starting a side hustle, whatever that is, to bring in more income. Because using your credit card, it only temporarily hides the budget shortage. It never resolves it. All right. So going back to temporarily slowing down a financial goal, I want you to know that it is okay to adjust without abandoning your financial goals. You see, rising expenses may mean adjusting your financial plan temporarily, and that's okay. But don't automatically abandon everything, okay? So instead of you saying, I can't save anymore, revise that and say, well, what amount can I consistently save during this season? And if you can't really obligate that accelerated amount to pay off that debt, well, look at it as, well, what amount allows me to continue making progress without putting my household in a bind? So the same will apply with your investing, your saving, and your other financial goals. You see, sometimes faithful financial stewardship means just adjusting the pace while continuing in the right direction. Just don't give up on your financial goals. Understand that economic conditions, they change. Your household expenses, it changes. Seasons of life, they change. And our financial plans, they should be able to change as well. So here is what I want you to do this upcoming week. Number one is review your last 60 to 90 days of household expenses. And then next, you will identify your three biggest increases. Number three is choose one expense to reduce, negotiate, or restructure. And number four, update your budget to reflect what your household actually costs today. Not what it costs at the beginning of January, but what it's costing right now, August 2026. So, sis, let's talk about it in the chat. Because I know I'm not the only one that's experiencing this, and many of you are going through this, if not all of you. So tell me, what household expense have you noticed increasing the most? Is it groceries? Is it your gas, utilities? What about insurance? Or is it something else? Let's chat about it in the comments below because I want to know what's specifically affecting your household budget the most because I'm definitely going to share mine. Now, prices may be changing, but we can still be intentional with our planning. We plan wisely, we plan with intention, and we continue to grow and become better financial stewards of what God has already placed in our hands. And we put our trust and we put our faith in Him, not man and not the rising costs. If this video has encouraged you, please click that like button below and share this with another sis that you know would be encouraged by listening to this and also grow from hearing what I've shared with you. If you have not, click the subscribe button here on the To Be a Good Steward YouTube channel for more Her Faith, Her Finance episodes. And I cannot forget my Spotify family. If you are listening via Spotify, I appreciate you. Hit that follow button and share the episode as well. Until our next meeting, I'll see you on the upcoming Her Faith, Her Finances. Sis, I love you. Have an amazing day.